Welcome back to my channel, beautiful people, and today we're going to do another walkthrough on a beautiful property, or maybe not so beautiful property. If you're looking to be entertained, keep scrolling. I'm not going to do cool music and just highlight the highlights of the property. I'm actually going to do a full walkthrough, tell you about the community, the carrying costs such as HOA, SIDS and LIDs, the taxes, and actually what it cost to afford this home if you put 20% down. I'll do that at the end. So one thing about looking at new homes in these videos and walkthrough, I see they just tell you about the home, but the most important thing is about the community, because you can change aspects of the home, but you cannot change the community. So hope you like this home. If you have any questions, please reach out and stay tuned till the end so I can tell you about the affordability, and let's get into it. Another day, another home private showing. This is 4439 Melrose Abbey Place in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is going to be in the Southern Highlands community at the Royal Highlands guard gated community. This community was developed around 2006, so these homes are going to have bigger footprints, larger lots. The homes back then, well, there's a lot more land. This listing is brought to you by my good friend Cowrie Nagao Chidi over at Sotheby's. It is 5 bedrooms, has 3.5 bathrooms, 5,440 square feet. The lot size is 9,583 square feet, 3-car garage, and you'll notice as we walk in, very high ceilings, very open, very inviting. The thing about the homes that were built in the early 2000s, there's a lot of step downs, like right there, as you can see. There's going to be a lot of fireplaces throughout as well. It does get cold here in Las Vegas in the wintertime. You got a dining room, and up above that, I believe that's an office. And you have the dust shelves, famous for the early 2000 architecture, for doing architecture inside the home with shelves that just sit there and collect dust because nobody cleans them. You have a coat closet here, along with the internet and stuff that goes in that coat closet. Formal dining room. So you can see there's shutters throughout the home. Now the thing about this home, it's dated. Plain and simple, it's dated. As you can see, you got the intercom system, and I'm sure that still works because this home is in pristine condition for its age. As you can see, we got the original microwave, stove, double stove oven, double oven, stove top right there. Nice little window. Then you're gonna have your island. It's all original. All original. I don't think they upgraded anything, but the house is really nice. You still have a trash compactor. You don't see those in new homes really. And you have the dishwasher, the matching cabinet, as well as the refrigerator over there. So, very dated home. It's priced at $193 a square foot. This is going to be the most price effective home on the market. And as you can see right there, there is surround sound throughout this home. Beautiful open, great room, nice tall ceilings, and you have another fireplace. So if you wanted to purchase this home, the taxes on it per year are $5,036 per year on the taxes, and the HOA is $227, which breaks down as a $72 Southern Highlands HOA and a $155 for the guard gated community of Royal Highlands. 3-car garage, As you can see right there, there's a central vacuum unit. So all the rooms are going to have attachments for that central vacuum unit. Another fireplace, double-ended so you can see it. Oh, there's the attachment for the central vacuum. Nice big primary suites. They don't make them like this anymore. Not this big anyway. You'd be surprised what you get for $1 million in the new build. There's a lot of home here for $1 million and a lot of land. Don't sleep on resales. As much it would cost you to revamp this, nice big size closet, as much as it costs to revamp this, it would be well worth it to not get a new build, because buy land, they don't make it anymore, and with those new builds you get barely any type of lot size unless you're paying a huge lot premium. All original everything with the sinks, pristine condition. The carpet is a little loose in places, needs to be stretched, but I'd replace that anyways, or I'd just probably rip this whole thing apart and remodel it, because this is a gorgeous home, has great frame structures. There's so much you could do with this home, so much square footage. Original shower, oversized tub. Again, you have the surround sound in the bathrooms. And in the bedroom. Put a bench right here, make it like a little reading window, maybe office, I don't know. Huge room. And this is going to be on the first floor, so you don't have to worry about going up and down the stairs. And we're going to go into the basement. Again, intercom system down here, and I'm pretty sure it still works. Surround sound down here. Just how pristine this home is and how old it is, I'd put money on it still works. You have a little closet, that's where the surround sound goes, attached to right there. Huge flex room, entertainment room, workout room. You can do anything with this. And this is nice because you got a little deck area, which is great. A little courtyard, beautiful little courtyard. Love it. A lot of stairs in this house though. Big house. There's actually a lot of listings in this area. People are probably downsizing. The kids are gone. We'll get to that later on in the video. It's the view from upstairs. Nice and big. Little catwalk area. And in the early 2000s, they made shelves for you to put art in. Got the loft area, nice and big. Again, there is going to be surround sound in the ceiling. Look down into the backyard. Gonna have your coat closet. So the thing about Southern Highlands, it's a beautiful community, about 15-20 minutes from the strip. It's just 13 miles away from the airport. It's the most southern community on the 15 if you're going to California. If you guys go to California a lot, this is a great place. It saves like 45 minutes on your drive to California, depending where you're at in the city. Education around here is great. Part of Clark County School District. which is a huge district. If you watch my Smart Moves, my partner talks about the school districts here. This is a great family-oriented community. You'll see kids outside on their bikes playing. Lately, they might have had some issues with these electric bikes, but if the parents keep them in check, it's not an issue. Kids will be kids. But very, very family-driven. Good area, good neighborhood. The theory of progression and regression. So this Southern Highlands, the key community is Southern Highlands Country Club, which is a very luxurious community. I think it's one of the big L communities, and when I talk about big L, big luxury communities, so you're going to have athletes, celebrities, people who love golf that live in there. I think the wait list is like a year to get in the country club, I believe. Surrounding Southern Highlands. So this is just a great area up here, great loft area, office. Looks down into the formal living room there. But as far as parks and trails and outdoor activities, there's over 50 surrounding this area. There's open spaces, bunch of dining scenes that reflect the sophistication Southern of Highlands community. Establishments that would hiking be notable in any major metropolitan area. Family Park, 141, Olympia Park, which leaves the lights perfect on. Example of community character. It's an American steakhouse, and then you have Spaghetti Western. That's a staple there. There's one of the best breakfast spots in the city, which is Rise and Shine, or Sunrise, I believe it is. It's right there in the local shopping center. And then, of course, you have Mama Bird's and a few other restaurants that are great that I cannot think of the name of. Now, this backyard's not much, but, I mean, you can do a lot with it. You can put a pool. I'd rip out those palm trees. It's kind of wasted space. But there's so much you can do with this backyard. Now, as far as affordability, we'll get into that. This is going to be the most cost-effective home in this, just because it needs upgrades. So if you need a big home on a budget, this would be perfect. It is a very nice home. It just needs a little bit of TLC to make it more modern. Is this home priced correctly on the market? Do I think it's a good deal? Let's go through this. So we have 9 active listings in this community alone. This is a guard-gated community. It was built in the early 2000s. These are huge homes. In the early 2000s, communities like this, you had a bigger footprint for your lot, bigger homes. Back then, people wanted bigger. So there's a lot of them on the market in this community. There's 9 of them currently on the market. 4439 Melrose Abbey Place is the most cost-effective one on the market. It's 5,400 square feet. The price per square feet is $193.01. As we saw through the walkthrough, that's because everything is dated. But for this home being so old, it's in immaculate condition. Everything is just dated. There's nothing wrong with the home. Very pristine for how old it is. It just needs some upgrading. So 193 a square foot, is the lowest one listed right now. The highest is 763 a square foot. You're going to see your median's at 243 a square foot, and your average is at 296 a square foot for what's on the market right now. So if we go down to solds, there's one under contract right now at $222.94 a square feet, so $223 a square feet. So the ones sold, so there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 sold in the last 6 months. And the reason being probably is because when people bought this house, they probably had families, kids grew up, left the home. These are big homes, so they're probably downsizing, moving somewhere. Kids went to college, all that good stuff. It happens a lot in these communities. in for how old they are. People downgrade, and so looking at the home sold average, it's 330 square feet. So at 190 square feet, even though how old it is, this home is a great buy. Guard gated community, Southern Highlands, needs some TLC and some upgrades, but it's a lot less expensive to upgrade an existing property than it is to buy a brand new one. You can't change like the outside and the structure of it, but this home has a lot of potential. And at $190 a square feet, it's priced very, very aggressively. Good job, listing agent, on the pricing on this. So yeah, that's my thoughts on how this home is positioned on the market. Now, being how big it is, it's not for everybody. You're gonna have to have a big family or have people to fill it. Over 5,000 square feet, that's a lot of home. Now, when it comes to affordability, let's look at that. So at $1,050,000, if you were to put 20% down, your payments with principal and interest, taxes, insurance, and the HOA per month is going to be $6,813. So $6,813 a month. With 20% down, the 20% is going to be $210,000. If you're getting a loan, you're going to have about $22,000 in closing costs if you're getting a loan. So that's the affordability on that. I didn't call for the, actually I'll do that right now. I'm going to call MV Energy and find out what the power bill is on such a big house. This house does not have solar, so we'll get kind of an idea of what the power bill will be.
Or average billing.
Average billing. 4439 Melrose Abbey Place.
I have 4439 Melrose Abbey Place. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
If there's an apartment number, please say it now. Otherwise, just say no apartment.
No apartment.
Let me make sure I've got it right. I have 4439 Melrose Abbey Place, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89141. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. The average monthly cost for electricity at this address has been $78. This average is based on previous occupant consumption and was based on 12 months of historical data. Usage may vary depending on the number of persons residing at the address and their energy conservation habits. To start service at this address, the required deposit.
So $78 a month. This home must have been vacant for a while, because there's no way a 5,000 square foot home with no solar is $78 a month. So it's probably been vacant. What I would do next is call the listing and find out if it's been vacant, which I pretty sure it's been vacant. But a better idea would be calling a neighbor's home and using that address that's currently lived in to get an average for what that would be. So there you go.